the most amazing experience awaits. Join us on our guided snowmobile and ATV tours and explore the majestic backcountry of Newfoundland's west coast. Rugged Edge, where all your off-road adventures begin.
I'm Laurie McCarthy, and this is our island, the island of Newfoundland, and I can't wait to share it with you. From nature to the table, this is East Coast Forager. Finding special places to make food moments happen is what it's all about, and a little oceanside hike to the cliffs here in Conception Harbour is a great way to do it. With the smell of the trees and the forest, paired with the fresh smell of the ocean, it will make for quite a day. It's another beautiful day in Newfoundland. Of course, I says it's always lovely in Newfoundland. We're out in the woods for a walk. Going to head over to the beach. I'm not going to cook up today. We're going to do some cold ceviche. So something I absolutely love. Cold ceviche, berry season. We're going to pick some berries and see what else we find along the way. It's also full of wildflowers. I'm looking forward to it. Come on, let's do it. Now this is one of my most versatile plants to pick, believe it or not. In the spring of the year, I'll use the leaves. I'll pick them right from the stem. You don't need to pick the whole plant. And these get rolled and to squish them and release their juices. And then they go into a mason jar for like 3 days in the dark. And then they ferment. So it's a fermented fireweed tea. And so when they come out, they get sun-dried, and then I have enough to last all winter. Today, however, we're going to pick the flower itself, and I'm going to use the flower petals on my scallop ceviche. I just need one, so there's one here. So this will be my one for the day. Oh, look at this, partridge berries. Gorgeous. They're not ready yet. Partridge berries are not ready until, say, the end of August. And these are not the thing I want for my dish today, but this has been a wicked berry season, so it's super exciting to see them growing. So anyway, they'll be delicious at the end of October. All right, we'll take these berries and we'll go see what else we can find. All right, this is what I'm looking for. So it's blueberry season here, and the blueberries this year are amazing. So I am going to nab myself some of these to use in our herring ceviche. Picking berries is such an important part of our culture here in Newfoundland. Blueberries are a staple in our berry picking season. The goal of many families will be to go out and pick enough that would get them through the winter. And it's because berries are seasonal that they're such a special treat here. Well, what a spot to stop and have a little bite. Oh my gosh, and what a breeze. I'm telling you, I could stay here for a little bit. So I think I will. I'm gonna unpack and take my stuff out and start making up something to eat. It's easy to find a place in the woods where you can be alone and have your own time with nature. From June to October, the beaches and the woods are flourishing with food, so you can pretty well go anywhere and find something special in the wild that can be added to a meal or a recipe. We are sitting on the edge of a cliff in Broadcote, Newfoundland. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's not every day that you get to sit on the edge of a cliff and make ceviche. So I'm going to do two for you today. I'm going to do a herring and a scallop. Now this herring was done in a really light corn, so it was sat in a brine mixture for about 3 hours, and then it was vacuum packed and frozen actually. So here in Newfoundland, we vacuum pack and freeze and fish is very common because some of this fish is only available sometimes of the year. And so let's get into some lime. Now this is going to take quite a bit of lime because you really want it sort of floating in the lime. Last bit of goodness out. Perfect. And now I'm just going to let that sit for now in the lime juice and give it a stir. Put it in on my ice pack because ceviche is all about it being good and cold. Now I'm going to get right into the scallops. All right, so let's get some of these gorgeous scallops out. Now again, I'm also going to slice these in little tiny slices. You know, it's meant to be sort of rough. So I am going to just give that a nice squeeze of lime and get another one. And scallops don't have to sit in your lime juice like herring do. So along the way, we picked some oyster plant. So let's get some of that one on there because it's absolutely such a unique flavor. You really cannot find it anywhere like this. So I just remove the stalks and give it a little thin slice. It's called oyster plant. I don't know, I'm not sure I would say that it tastes like oyster, but it's certainly something super unique about it. Now, I also picked some tamarack, or some people would know it, in Newfoundlanders we call it juniper, but it's actually a tamarack plant. And so I'm gonna make a little salt out of the tamarack for flavor. And so I just rind the needles off it. And tamarack has a really bright lemony kind of smell and flavor. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this tamarack salt over with this gorgeous lemony. So we got lots of green there on the plate, looks great. Crowberries are in season, like even within reach of my hands here. There's crowberries here, there's goose tongue there is cranberries that are not ripe. Like, I feel like I'm sitting in the salad. So picking and using what's around me. These are some crowberries. So I'm going to slice these. This will give a little tart sort of crunch. I love to put berries in the ceviches. And so these are fireweed. These are edible. I make a fireweed tea, a fermented fireweed tea out of the leaves. My gosh, looking too pretty to eat. This is some pickled fireweed. And so I have some of these. These I usually do in the spring of the year when the shoots first come up and they're just 6-8 inches high. So I'm gonna put a little pile of these there. And just like a herring botarga, these are dehydrated, the scallop roe, and it adds an incredible flavor that you cannot buy. So unless you start doing this stuff yourself and getting out there and picking, it's really the only way that you get to enjoy these flavors. That's what makes it so special for me. So this is our herring. Oh my God, it smells gorgeous. And because these are corned, I won't need to salt them, but I am gonna flavor it up. So I have some green onion with me. I love the freshness. Like, you could have put it in with the herring, but honestly, it's lovely as the last minute kind of. And herring is oily too, right? And so it can take a lot of flavor. It can take a lot of onion. It can take a lot of acid to really work with it. And I have some blueberries, so I'm gonna try some blueberries on this to give it the sweet. And there we go. I'm gonna call that one done. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up and I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this ceviche. Well guys, there's a lot of beautiful views in Newfoundland, and I think I found a great one for today. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna enjoy this, and we'll see you again next time.